Hi, all. Hi. It goes pretty well. How's it go for you? I just figure I'd come on. I had a little bit of time tonight. I figure I'd come on for about an hour and see how everyone's doing in the nighttime. I normally get you bright and early. Now I'm getting half my people bright and early and the other half in the night. How you doing, Carl? Thanks for the like. I appreciate it. Today was uneventful. My appointment got canceled. So I went down to the library, renewed my books, and I'm renewing it. And she goes, you owe us like $1.90 for late fees, right? Nope. Didn't know that. I said my books are only 2 days late. That's like 20 cents. No, you owe us from before. Oh, I didn't know that. So, apparently from before, and I just never knew, and she never pointed it out. She never said anything to me, so I will get them next time I go down there, I guess. I had no idea I owed them anything. That's how our library is, though. They always figure if you're getting out books, we're going to shut up. I'll get them next time I go down. They know I'm good for it. They renewed my books for me. Well, my book. It's 1,000 pages, so I'm probably going to need a third renewal, but 1,000 pages aren't read in 2 weeks. Well, unless I really get in a reading mood. I'm not thinking I will, but that's okay. I started a new cross-stitch project. I really don't want to show you what it is. I want you to kind of enjoy the process with me. But I'm pretty sure sooner or later I'll have to show you what it is anyway. So how's everybody doing tonight? Anybody doing anything good for the weekend? I don't really have any holiday plans or the Valentine's Day plans. So Valentine's Day was started in 497 or 496 AD. And it was actually a festival and a feast. It was a celebration of feast. And in the celebration of feast, they would have multiple days of eating. Now, over time, it's changed to back in the Victorian era, is when it changed to love. And it became about love. So that's really what it was. Actually, St. Valentine's Day came about after there was a holiday or a celebration for the equinox, and Christians changed it to a feast celebrating St. Valentine's Day. And then in the Victorian era, in Victorian times, they changed it to love, to commercialize holiday that it is now. There you go. There's your whole history of Valentine's Day. That's about it. I don't have any Valentine's Day plans. Do you guys have any Valentine's Day plans? Anybody have anything fun to do? I don't have much fun to do, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to work on my cross stitch. This is how much I've got done so far today, and I'm about done for the day. Only because this takes a lot of my energy and power and brain power, and my brain is going, excuse me, did you remember we're at the end of the day and we don't know how to count at the end of the day? Of course, I don't know how to count any day, but... So, I have that one going. I started playing Zelda on my, Switch. That's what I have here, my Switch. Started playing Zelda on that. I did that for about an hour this morning. And then this is the book that I'm reading, because everybody always wants to know what's my book. Hidden Kingdoms. It's actually 3 books. It's Frostfire, Ice Kissed, and Crystal Kingdom, which all 3 of them together is Hidden Kingdoms. And it's by Amanda Hocking. She's on the New York Times best-selling author. A wonderful author. I've really enjoyed her stories and her books. Let's see what else. Monday, I'm probably going to go to the Surplus Outlet, which is about a 40-minute drive from me. It has a lot of groceries and stuff that is cheaper. And right now, cheaper is better for me, because I don't have any money. I only have my card that I get for food. I wrote my friend Ages Adventures. If y'all go sub up Ages Adventures, that's his channel. Let me see if I can bring it up here on this phone. Not that one. Whoops. So, Ages Adventures, that's him right there. I just wrote him a snail mail letter. He has a P.O. box for him. I don't have a P.O. box yet, so I like to try and put things in. I was trying to see where I can put my email address, but I don't know how to do that, so I'll wait until my son comes on one of these times, and maybe he can get it in there. Oh, there it is. I found it. Ha-ha! Let's see. Let's see if I can put that in there. I don't know if I can. So what's everybody's doing today? How's your day? Nobody's talking. Nobody's chattering. Did my channel go silent? 965 people. I haven't looked for a while. Wow. You guys are rocking me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. I'll wave at everybody just to make sure. Yep. Okay. Chat's still working. Making sure chat's still working. All right. You got a new bike today. Awesome. What kind of bike did you get? A motorbike or a pedal bike, or what kind of bike did you get? What colors? Hi, Bob. How you doing? How you doing today? The bike that has the weird wheels in front. No idea what that is. So, I'm watching currently, I think this isn't Dominion. I can't remember what Jurassic Park it is. Jurassic World. Been watching Jurassic World. I just finished Dominion. Now I'm kind of going backwards. So I just wanted to come on for a little bit and say hi to everybody and see how everybody's going, see what's going on. You know, dinosaur necks were really, really long. Yeesh. Ages Adventures, he just popped up on my chat, on my messenger chat to say hi. Says he's gonna come in. I got a letter ready for go out tomorrow for him. I love writing pen pal letters. It's one of my favorite things to do. I only have like two or three. It's hard to, it's expensive. It can be expensive if I get too many. So I don't mind two or three. I have a thank you card going out tomorrow to my friend in Ottawa. I have, well, that's if the post office gets open. It seems like every once in a while that on Saturdays the post office doesn't open. I live in a tiny little town and sometimes that just happens. That's what happens in small town USA. Sometimes things don't open, and that's okay. So I didn't do much else today. Miss Sarah slept most of the day. She's over there. I'll show you guys what she looks like. Sarah. 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 I know you hear me. You sound like, you make me look like a goof because you're not answering me. What's up, big girl? I know, I ruined your nap. Stretch it out, man. Stretch it out. She says, oh, man, Mom, I was sleeping good, too. I did work on my puzzle. You can see my puzzle there. I was working on that for a little while. Talked to a friend for a little while. Getting ready. I got some shirts ready to sew tomorrow. You can see my sewing machine there. I need to do some tucks on my shirts because I'm getting tired of my shirts being too big in the neck. So, other than that, I really didn't have a exciting day. My day was kind of status quo, if that makes sense. Very status quo. So, but anyway, what's everybody doing this Friday night? I was watching my Pearl guy. He was opening clams, which he says it like claims, and it always gets me confused because I'm like, wait, clams. That's all right. I'm glad you got a new one. You're having dinner? What you eating good for dinner? I had spaghetti. That's right. I had spaghetti. Actually, I didn't have any spaghetti noodles left, so I ripped open some noodles for the ramen noodles and used that. What's everybody's favorite foods? RK meatball and sausage on a roll. Cool. That actually sounds pretty good. Cool. Normally on Saturdays I go to the farmers market, but I don't really have the funds to be going. So I think I'm gonna skip the want to go and stay home and work on my cross stitch and reading and learning how to play Zelda on my Switch. I'm hoping to get some more games for my Switch. I only have 5 right now. I think 5. Wait, no, I can't remember. I think I have 5. I'd like to get some more because I don't have very many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I have 5. I have Pokemon Shield, DC Supervillains Lego, and Lego City Undercover, and Super Mario Party. So yeah, Super Mario Party and Zelda. So I'm learning how to play Zelda now. It's a new experience, so why not? Let's try it, right? So I played Zelda for a little while this morning. I'm starting to get the hang of how to ask for things, how to bring things up, how to bring up like your clothing and stuff like that. I'm starting to get the hang of that. I practiced that a couple times, and like I said, I wrote my sister-in-law, I wrote Ages Adventures, and I wrote a thank you card to my other friend in Canada, in Ottawa, and I have one more pen pal letter to send out tomorrow, but I haven't written it yet. I probably won't write it tonight. I think I'm pretty much done for the night. Oops, sorry guys. I kind of moved my phone there. So I'm kind of done with that tonight. Other than that, it's kind of been a slow day. I took the 93-year-old. Yeah, 93. I always have to think 93 is above me, 90 and 95's down the hall. The 93-year-old, I took her to go get her car today. Her car, her battery died, I guess, over the last couple cold snaps, so I took her to go get her car. Yesterday, I took her to Fisher's Pierogies, which they have really, really good pierogies. Now, I know this is backwards for you guys, but it's called Fisher's Pierogies in Shamokin, Pennsylvania. And they have original potato and cheese, cottage cheese or farmer's cheese, loaded baked potato pierogies, hot cheese and potato pierogies, cheeseburger pierogies, sauerkraut pierogies, jalapeno popper pierogies, Philadelphia cheesesteak pierogies, Mexican party, meatball parmesan, sweet cabbage, buffalo chicken, and Cooper mac and cheese pierogies. I'm not sure I'd like any of them besides the original potato and cheese. Now, the loaded potato, I might like that one. So you might say, what is a pierogi? So this is what they wrote for what is a pierogi. Traditionally considered a peasant food, they eventually gained popularity and spread throughout social classes, including all nobles. Although the pierogies are still important part of Polish culture and cuisine today, they are very popular in other European countries. Pierogi are the Polish form of homemade dumplings made of unleavened dough and usually shaped into a semicircle. The seams are pressed together to seal the pierogi so that the filling will remain inside when it's cooked. Most common filling is potato, which is peeled, mashed, or smashed into the consistency of mashed potatoes. There are varieties of fillings depending on where you have the pierogies. Some may include potato and cheese, mushrooms, sauerkraut, meat, potato and sour cream, or fruits such as blueberry and even spinach. Some cookbooks in the 17th century describe how, even though during the era the pierogies were considered a staple of Polish diet, each holiday had its own special kind of pierogi. So it's a tradition that dates over 100 years, and Fisher's Pierogies has been supplying families for generations with the best pierogies in the business. We have indicated by many accounts over the year that it is love we put in our pierogies that make them special. So that's kind of what a pierogi is. And it doesn't even have the price on here. But you don't have to boil them. They're already cooked. So you pretty much take them out. And what I do is I put them in a pan with already like sauteed onions. And then with the sauteed onions, I throw in the pierogies and with some butter and fry them up. Now I like mine a little bit harder on that side. I don't like mushy. So I prefer the butter and onions method. Some like to deep fry them. Hi, dog mom. How are you doing today? How was your day? Some like to oven bake them. Some like to grill or grill pan them. Some like to microwave them. Some like to air fry them. Make sure to try your toppings with pierogies as sour cream, applesauce, steak sauce, salsa, barbecue, and anything that tastes your tickle buds for a delightful treat for the whole family. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I normally don't get as many likes at night. This is awesome. I really appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody coming in and saying hi and giving me a like. Oh, it was a pretty good day. I couldn't say it was bad, and I can't say it was awesome and great, but it was definitely a good day. Nothing bad happened. Everything kind of was status quo, and I can take status quo. I like status quo. Status quo is good in my world. So Sarah's doing well. She is napping right now. She's doing her dog thing that she always does at night. She says, "Good night. See you later." And out she goes again. So she's doing well. She's got herself all stretched out. She had a good day. She chased a couple squirrels up a tree. Thank you. She knows she is. She has hypothyroidism, so she loses her hair, especially around where places rub, so around her neck, especially right now because you can see that she doesn't have a lot of hair. Her hair's been thinning because of the hypothyroidism, and with the hypothyroidism, I have to make her wear a sweatshirt. So, keep dreaming away. Let me see if I can maybe turn this that I can. Give me 1 second. Waha. Try that. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the... There you go. Now you can watch her sleep. Better than looking at me. There she's going off to dreamland again. She says, stretch them out, man. Stretch them out. Oh, yeah. I like how she makes fists with her feet. And she glares at me. She makes fists with her feet. Like she's telling me, put them up. Put them up. I get you. Put them up. So, yep. That's my sewing thing, my sewing machine over in the purple. I have to sew some clothes tomorrow. All the necklines on most of my shirts have grown very big since I've lost weight. And it's made it rough for me to um, wear it nicely. So I'm hoping to be able to cut down some of it. Not necessarily cut down the size of the shirt, just cut down the size of the neck hole. I don't like when my neck's crowded, but then I don't like when everything, my shoulders need to show too. But tomorrow's activities, it's supposed to be fairly warm tomorrow. Let me check the temperature again. It's 25 out right now. That's not too bad. Oh, 23, just readjusted. Tomorrow's high is 45. So I'll be really excited to get outside, but we're supposed to have some precipitation maybe. So moonrise is at 5:36 a.m. Moon set is at 2:40 p.m. So tonight we have overcast. So tomorrow will be intervals of clouds and sunshine, high near 45 degrees. So it'll be a beautiful day. Yeah, I've perused your channel. Your channel's pretty cool. You've got some good. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been watching some of your shorts. I like the Valentine's one. I think your dog doesn't she have like or he have red glasses on and stuff like that. Hi, Zippy. How are ya? Think that's the last one I watched. Yeah. Yep. That's the last one I watched. Is like summertime compared to us. We're at 28 degrees. 28 degrees isn't too bad. We're at 23. Hi, Share Bear. I'm doing okay, Zippy. How are you? Zippy Pinwheel. How are you doing? Doing okay. What was your day like today? Did you have a good day or are you just starting your day? Just cooling? Good. Good. Yeah, it's a good day today. I've been watching the Jurassic Park series. Sorry. I just woke her up. Had an alright day. Fair, I guess. Well, that works out then. Fair is good. Yeah, it is. I agree. I agree. I'm watching Jurassic World right now. I don't have surround sound, but that's okay. With my luck, my neighbors will be screaming at me then. Did you know that herpes was the first dinosaur? Good one. Yep, I've been working on about 3 different cross stitches. Right now I'm working on, this one's one I'm working on tonight. I understood. So that's the cross stitch I'm working on tonight. I liked it. I got it. 2 is light blue. Yeah, I like gnomes. I think they're cute. I had to pray and go to bed. Good night, Miss Sarah. Aw, good night, RK. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's her name. Sarah Fox is her name. Thank you. Yep, Sarah Fox is her name. She is a foxy girl. Yep, she's my foxy girl. And she knows she is. Nope, no problem. None at all. I like to work on several different projects. I get tired of working on one project at a time. So once I get tired or frustrated with one project, I go to another project. Huh. Well, so now I'm working on blues. The blues of the world. I don't know. This says blue. Wait a minute. We have dark blue, light blue, and regular blue. So we're on regular blue. Problem is, I already have one side of my chair. It's already got everything filled up from my other project that I'm doing, which are blacks, grays, black and gray right now. So now I gotta figure out another one. Hi, Aegis. I just said I got a letter ready for you. Gonna go out in tomorrow's mail. Nice to see you. I don't get to see you much anymore. I missed your lives. But I understand. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to hit that like button. The like button. Yeah, I just figured I'd get on for a little bit and say hi to everybody and see how everybody's doing and not much of everything. I said I'm working on my cross stitch. Yeah, I know. I saw on the your post from yesterday. I don't know how I missed that one. I normally get all your posts in the morning. Oh, thanks. That's actually apartment colors. That's the apartment colored that. I don't mind them. They're not too dark that they feel like my house is dark, so. Or my apartment is dark. Thank you, though. Thank you, Aegis. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you're still moving out and walking. I have a Pennsylvania Southern Dutch twang. So it depends on the day you catch me on. Sometimes you can hear my southern side, and sometimes you can hear my Pennsylvania Dutch side. Or as my husband used to say, my Dutchified side. I don't know. I hear my southern side more than I hear my Pennsylvania Dutch side. I grew up in Pennsylvania, but I spent 7 years in the South in my adulthood, and I kind of never lost that accent. I don't know why. Axe. My son likes that smell. I think it smells pretty good. So it works for me. So I figured I'd just let you watch her sleep while I throw in a couple stitches in this gnome. I am not one to sit and just let my hands do nothing. I don't like sitting idle. I always have to be working on something. Let's see what your craft work is good. Thank you. It must be night there. Yes. You can see out the window. It's black. Yep, it's night. It is 8:45 p.m. Haha. Got that one out. Yeah, 8:45 p.m. Oh. I'll be going to bed at 10. I keep a pretty strict schedule on what times I go to bed. Now that being said, sometimes I don't fall asleep for a while. Yes, she does. She when she gets her TREATs later. If you look at her, she's dreaming right now. You can see her eyeballs moving. Last time I saw your stream, you were walking in the snow-covered neighborhood. Yeah, it's still snow-covered. It is still very much snow-covered. It's not bad. I mean, I get tired of the snow after a while, but you know it, Adventures Age. You know it. Her favorite word. Believe me, all I'd have to do is put my feet down and say that word and she'd be hopping. Yippers. Yeah, that's her favorite word. See, now you can't say it out loud. Ha ha. That's the only way I can catch you. You join my live. You can't say it out loud. You might be able to catch me saying it, though. That is true, Zippy. That is true. Ay, ay, ay. Yep. I like it. Especially when it deals with chocolates from around the world. I had a friend that lives in Ottawa. He sent me a big box and he had different candies and stuff like that for me to try. Once a year, huh? Does it work that they only ask for it once a year? Oh, okay, Halloween. Yep, that definitely. That's a good time to ask for it. Alright, I'll show you guys what that word does to this small rapscallion of mine. Sarah, would you like some treats? Oh, yeah? Oh, stretch it out. Do you want your treat? Huh? Should we get it? Should we get your treats? Oh, yeah. Now we'll get up. Uh-huh. You want treats? Oh, yeah. Stretch it out first. Stretch it out. Shake it out. Okay. We got our paw. Okay. I know that paw's hurting. She's got a hurt paw. She jumped down wrong on it. After a little bit, she starts walking on it. So, all right, you want your treat? Oh, yeah? You want your treat? See, she walks on it just fine. Just when she first gets up, she don't want to put any weight on it. You want your treat? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, get that tail wagging. Uh-huh. Hold on a second. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Oh, what do we get? We get treats. Here's our treat. All right, sit. Round. She does a little bit wide. Sit. Down. All the way. Down. Very good. Sit. Sit. Touch. Very good. Sit. 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 I didn't do the motion. High five. Good job. Okay, you ready? There you go. There you go. Yay! Now we do the 15 turns. Lay down and chew. She's got enough toys around. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Appreciate it. Yep, that's her favorite thing to chew on. They're called whimsies. I'll show you. They're called whimsies. That's one of her favorites. So, they're natural. They don't have any corn in them, which she's allergic to corn. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is, but she gets, those are the good ones. Those are the ones she only gets once a day. So, she only has to do tricks once a day. And then there's my piano. I'm relearning piano. And here's my puzzle that I was working on, that I was telling you about. There's my puzzle and my sewing machine. And I just finished her. That's diamond art. And I also have latch hook. Here is one of the ones I finished. That's one I just finished. Sorry about that, bit zippy. And then I did this for another friend. But I redid it because one of them, I think it's this one, was off center. And it didn't look right and it was frustrating me, so I redid it. And then these are two of her toys that she has been very possessive about. So they got taken for a little bit. And then zippy. That one I just did. I like that one. These were actually, the flowers were supposed to be brown, but I didn't like it brown. It just felt like the whole thing was dark then. So, I have a lot of diamond arts. People give them to me. So, and then there's my neighbor's backyard. You can see he's got his lights on for his dog. I'd have to pull this down for you guys to see everything, but that's it. And then my friend made me one of those to go on my tree. So, the crafts are the only thing that keep my brain somewhat settled. And me far from boredom. There she is, finishing up her goodie. So, my brother and I are making some plans to go camping this summer. Hoping that we're probably going to go up to our favorite lake and enjoy the day up there. She'll be jumping up in a second. Maybe. We'll see in a second. But so hopefully I'll be able to go up and camp up there. We do tent camping. We don't do anything fancy. We just do a tent and sleeping bags. He's got his, I get mine. Here she comes. Here she comes to save the day. You're right. It is always intense. Well, the funniest story. So the first time I met my brother, we invited him to go camping. Now, if you know my story, my brother and I were adopted two separate homes. So my husband and I invited him to go camping, and I had to go down to the camp store. We didn't buy any firewood yet, so we went down. Going to go down to the camp store, and I said, "Okay, let's go." So we all got in the car, and I'm driving the truck down to the camp store. I come around the loop, and sure enough, my brother's standing at the campsite. I forgot him. I had everybody else in the car but my brother. I felt bad, but it was so funny. I totally forgot him in the truck. So, but it was pretty funny. We all have those moments where, whatever color hair we have hits us. And I'm definitely a blonde, so now you can see all our spots. She's a spotted pup. Sleeping away. You sleeping away. I see you. Yeah. I see you. I know I'm interrupting your nap. What do you think, Sarah? Huh? What do you think? Yeah, you're too cute. Yeah. I went from, well, I was taken from my mother, and then the judge signed her rights away. She did not sign for our rights. She did not give us up. The judge signed our rights. And it wasn't supposedly that we were supposed that, or however you say that we were abused. But I did not weigh much, so I was very underweight and malnutritioned, and so my brother and my sister were definitely malnutritioned. And there's lots of story behind it, and I don't know what's true, so I can only state the facts, which was we were all malnutritioned. I just recently found a cousin and an aunt, and another cousin, all from the same family. My biological mother passed away in 2021 of complications of diabetes. Other than that, so my brother and my sister were adopted into one home. My other half brother was taken by his father, and I was adopted into another one because I had more medical issues going on when we were taken. So the judge never gave my mother a chance to get us back, unfortunately. And that was back in the 70s, so, that happens. Crap happens, you just keep going. I was talking to a friend today, and I said, back in the 70s, it's just the way it was. There wasn't, I'm going to call the cops on you, I'm sick, I have mental health issues. It was, that's the way it is, deal with it. And people don't know how to just deal with it anymore. Now, I've always had mental health issues since I was little. It was never an excuse. I started working at 3 years old, actually, at Buckingham Valley Vineyards. They had me on the records at 3 years old picking grapes with my mother. Or my adoptive mother. I just call her my mother. Yo, Rusty, what's up? Yeah, we are. Yep. I think we've gotten softer and softer and softer, and sooner or later, nobody's going to want to work, and nobody's going to want to solve things for their own, and if it isn't easy, they won't want to do it. You know, to get a job, you got to go out. You got to fill out the, well, one, you got half the world right now is fill out the application online. But then they forget the second part of it, which is go to the store and find out if they got your application online and keep bugging them because you need a job. And a lot of the kids today don't understand the keep bugging them because you need a job away. You know, they sit at home waiting and waiting and waiting for a phone call, and it's not going to come. But there are some kids who are learning and are quite self-servant, and that's okay. I'd be glad for them to get a job and get out in the world. I actually had a guy, so when I was living with my son, I lost all my services due to my son having an income. Now, this income was barely enough for him to live on, let alone for me to live on too. And all my medications, I take 9 different medications for heart and mental health, and he couldn't afford that, you know, so I had to move out. Well, I called social services. I was trying to figure out a way that we could still live together, but and share expenses, but it just wasn't working. The guy actually told me to tell my son to work less hours so that I could keep all my services. Like, no. Weak men bring hard times make tough men make soft times make weak men. And it keeps going, yes. It does. I agree. We've become complacent in society about, you know, what we want to do and how we want to do it and who, what, where, when, how, why. You know. I want to work, but my doctor says if she catches me working, that she's taking my license. And my license is my independence. You know, I don't have to rely on everybody to, you know, be able to do things. You know, to go to the library, to go to my appointments. And I have like 2 and 3 appointments sometimes a week. So I would have to call my daughters and call my son and say, can you take me to all my appointments? And that just, or take public transportation, which is almost null and void in this town. There was one appointment, she had to be there at 9 o'clock. They picked her up at 7:30 in the morning, got for appointment, had to wait for almost an hour. And then they didn't pick her up to bring her home till 3 p.m. You know, and she got home, I think, at 5. 10-hour day for a 15-minute appointment. You know, so to take public transportation, that'd be pure ass torture to me. You know, no matter what craft I take to do with me, that'd be torture. Absolute torture. You know. Not that saying, I would be grateful for the ride. And yes, I know that means that it takes a little give and take. I'm just saying my car's my independence. So right now I can't work. And I choose not to work because I want my independence. Someday if it gets to a point that I don't need a car to be independent, because we have a better busing system, then maybe that'll be a choice. But I'm a fall risk, so I can't. Yes. Yep. Right now I'm a fall risk. My knees and legs just give out from underneath me. They haven't figured out why yet, so. Yeah, we do have a bus that comes. Now, the bus only runs here Monday through Friday from, I think it's 9 to 3. And then Saturday, it's 8 to 12. And Sunday, there is no bus. So small town USA. That's just the way it is. And every now and then I still take the bus because I don't have enough gas in my tank to be doing anything, so right now that works. You do the things you have to do. And tough times are for everywhere. It's not just in small town, it's not in big towns, or it's not just in big towns. I dislike when people say only in small towns. No, it's everywhere. You have to buy a bus pass to get on a bus in New York City. Not everybody has the money for a bus pass. Here I think it's like $1.50 for a one-way ride. So $3 for me to go to Walmart, which is a mile up the road. I'd rather just walk my butt there and save $3. So, yep. People are people, so what can you do? Okay, I might have just aged myself with that song. Everyone knows I'm not young anyway. Old enough to know better. So do you all have public transportation where you are? Good public transportation? Or do you kind of have us, like sporadic public transportation? All right. Well, it's been about an hour. Think I'm going to go and get my diabetic snack for the night. Oh, you brought property far away from public transportation. Okay. So, not reliable transportation for you unless you drive. So, you're kind of like in my situation of um driving is about my only transportation. Reliable. Yeah, and sometimes it gets posted on Facebook. Sorry, no transportation today. So anybody who had, wanted to go anywhere to any stores or anything can't go. We don't have a taxi service anymore. The taxi service shut down. So we don't even have ride share anymore. We do have rabbit. It's called Rabbit Transportation, and that is for medical appointments only. That's the one that you have to wait, and do a 10-hour day for a 15-minute appointment. So, yep, you have a good weekend too, and I will see you all on the flip side, and I wish you enough. Have a great night. See yas.